Hi everyone, today I am going to do a tutorial for you guys on the look that I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and this is a smoky eye tutorial. I'm using some shimmery smoky colors today, and I actually just kind of mixed up a bunch of different brands, which I find that I don't usually do, and I have no idea why I don't do this. And I feel like I'm always kind of limiting myself by not doing this. So, because, you know, I don't own the same colors, like eyeshadow colors in every brand, so if I want to do a certain look, I kind of have to mix brands sometimes. So I actually used some of my favorite brands today to get this look. I used Too Faced, I used MAC, and I used Urban Decay. My three favorite high-end, higher end, more expensive eyeshadow brands. All the shadows I used were from all three brands, and I used a whole bunch actually to get this look. I used some pigments, I used some matte shadows, I used some frosty shadows, some shimmery, sparkly shadows, just to get this really fun, bronzy, smoky look. Definitely a favorite of mine to wear, so if you're interested in seeing how I did the tutorial, stay tuned. Look, I just put on some false lashes. They're my e.l.f. $1 natural lashes. I did a thick black liquid liner on the upper lash line. I did some water lining with a black pencil liner, and that was it for the eyes. I just went with kind of a bronzy lip and also like a bronzy cheek, just to kind of just go all out as far as the bronziness goes for this look. This is definitely one of my favorite looks to wear, just a really easy bronze look. Definitely love the matte in the crease and the matte shadow in the highlight because we have so much shimmer going on the lid, especially with that pigment, that, you know, it kind of brings it down a notch. And I like that we're using, you know, it's a good trick if you want to go for a smoky eye to use the darker, smokier tones on your lid, and then when you get into your crease, don't go with anything too shimmery or too smoky, because then you're just going to end up looking like a raccoon. That's why I think a lot of people say, you know, I tried a smoky eye and I just look like a raccoon, it's not cute. Like, that's my favorite way. I mean, there's so many different ways to kind of, you know, play on a smoky eye. My favorite way to do a smoky eye is to put the darker colors on the lid and to put lighter matte colors into the crease and the highlight to kind of bring everything down and not, you know, look like a raccoon. And another trick that I like for a smoky eye, if you think that smoky eyes are too dark for you or you can't make them work, is what I just did with that smog shade. I took a lighter bronze color and put it on the center of my lid to kind of brighten up the whole area, and then just kind of kept the darkness to the outer, you know, and inner corners of my lid. That's also another good trick for a smoky eye. So I hope that I helped you guys out with this kind of mishmash of brands tutorial. I really like to do that, you know, I really wanted to do that in this video just to show you guys that, you know, use your collection. Like, you don't have to use the same products that I'm using. I just kind of went through my collection and went by color. I didn't go by product because I mixed pigments with shadows, with, you know, different kinds of things, and with, you know, different cream products and all different kinds of products. I was really just looking at the color and what colors I wanted to use, the kind of look that I wanted to do. So I just kind of went through my collection, the whole thing. I used some palettes, I used some singles, I used a whole bunch of stuff just to kind of get the look that I wanted. So you can totally, you know, recreate what I'm doing using your own collection, mixing different brands. You don't, you know, you totally can just go through your own collection and find similar colors to use to recreate looks like this, or anything really. So that is it for this kind of bronzy, smoky look. Really been in smoky looks lately. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and everybody have a good day. Bye.